the morning person. He says, you got it right away. He said, hey, the boss just woke up and said he's not a morning person. He's having a bad day today, and he ain't feeling himself. Let's get to work. The million practice work justify what you just said. And I hate my life. I got to get out here and get traffic. I would drive down, get there. I don't even like on my job. I can't stand this calm, get in anymore. Wish I had a new car, but I'm driving back there car. What you order? You wait. I expect something good to happen. Man, thank you, Lord. So what did you say? You said, I said I'm having a great day today. I expect something good to happen today. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up. Foreman Positive turns around and goes, all right, let me have your attention. Steve's having a great day today. He's expecting some wonderful things to happen. And, man, let's get it going. And they start manufacturing thought. Same brain. You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go in life. We are all where we are today because we thought ourselves to this position. If you don't like the position, think yourself out of it. Change your attitude, you change your altitude.
But you've got to activate the thinker in you. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. Your mind goes on automatic, just like a God. You know, I loved reading the book called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. He uses the analogy of the mind being like a garden. You know, weeds don't have to have any encouragement to grow. You don't have to water them. They don't have to get sunshine. They don't have to have fertile ground. They will grow through the cracks of a sidewalk. Am I right? But if you want to grow orchids or roses or any kind of exotic flowers, there are special processes and procedures you must go through. Well, by the same token, you don't have to force yourself or motivate yourself to think negatively, to be depressed, to hate somebody, to want revenge, to want to get back at somebody, to beat yourself up over the head, to feel loaded with guilt. You don't have to make any effort to do that. Your mind is on automatic. It will do that by itself. But if you want to begin to move into your own personal greatness, if you want to begin to really enjoy a happy, successful, healthy life, you've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You want it. And you're going to go all out to have it. It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out. So yes, I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation.
Make sure you do something until you achieve what you want and you're no longer uncomfortable. It's literally that simple. Don't just sit around and go, gosh, I feel bored. I feel foolish. I feel insecure. You know, I feel kind of rejected. I feel uncomfortable. Say, great. I need to change my state. The fact that I'm uncomfortable is a signal. It's giving me a message to immediately change my state. 2, clarify what I want. And 3, take action in that direction. If you do that, you've conquered this emotion immediately. Let's say you felt rejected to the point where you called it hurt. You really felt hurt inside. Well, what's the message of hurt? When you feel the sensations you call hurt feelings, that signal's giving you a different message. And the message there is that there's an expectation you have that's not been met, and you have a sense of loss. That's why it's more intense than just being uncomfortable. You feel like you've actually lost something. Now, the challenge with this, as with all these emotions, is that when you identify the message, you must immediately clarify what has to be changed. Whenever you have what you used to call a negative emotion, you're now going to call an action signal. You know that that action signal is signaling you need to change one of two things, either your perception or your procedure. Now, let me clarify what I mean by that. Your perception might be, for example, that, gosh, you feel hurt. You feel like your husband doesn't love you so much anymore, or your wife doesn't love you so much anymore because, gosh, when you first met, boy, all you had to do was, look at them, and they dropped their newspaper and came over and hugged you, and now they don't. You have a sense of loss, and that hurts you inside. And that hurt is a lot more painful than the feelings of just being uncomfortable. The point, though, is this. Is this an appropriate emotion for you to feel based on this situation and this time with this person? That's really the question we want to ask ourselves whenever we have an emotion. We know that when we have that signal, we need to first identify it, and then secondly, immediately appreciate this signal is offering us a message, and the message is we need to change.
So part of beginning to get unstuck, you've got to decide that the behavior pattern that you have adopted doesn't work for you. You've got to change your strategies, and changing your strategy means reinventing your life. Recreating you, and you have the power to do that. You can decide that you're going to change, that you're not going to be a wimp. You can decide that you're going to stand up to life. You can decide that I'm going to live each day as if it were my last. You have the power to make that decision. You can decide I'm going to work on myself and develop myself. I'm going to empower me. And all of these things that are happening to me right now, they're just temporary inconveniences. They're not stronger than I am. I'm in charge here. Expect things to get better for you, because they are. See, life is cyclic. You're not, whatever experience you're having right now, it has not come to stay. It has come to pass. Not to stay, just to pass. It's just going through. The biggest challenge is to know what's happening. This is a part of this thing we call life. This too shall pass. And maintaining perspective, putting it in perspective. So as you're in the process of reinventing your life, write a description of the kind of person that you want to be. What are the things that you must overcome? What qualities about your personality you know that you're going to have to change, because those particular characteristics are liabilities to you? What are your assets? What are your strong points? Look at and evaluating yourself to make that determination.
Your first goal when you open up your eyes should be to focus on the things that ignite your spirit and bring you joy. Focus on the things that you appreciate in your life, the things that you're grateful for.
Get up every day and attack the day. Get after it. Set your priorities for what has to be done today. What do you have to do today before you go to bed?
An attitude of gratitude simply makes you feel good. And feeling good is the fuel that drives motivation. And the next thing that I want you to do, as soon as you have this attitude of gratitude going for you, tell yourself you're going to enjoy the day. Say it to yourself, you know what, I'm going to enjoy the day. This is going to be a good day. You all have opportunities to perform your own miracles when life is throwing something at you. Any change that takes place. It's a matter of what you believe.
Reach out and achieve everything that you were born to achieve.
Visualize how you want your life to go. Visualize yourself having fun with your fellow workers, the people you're working for, who are working for you. Doesn't matter. Just visualize yourself achieving the goal.
Say every day, I will do today what others don't, so I will have tomorrow what others won't.
Your time is coming. The right people, the right breaks, favor, restoration, vindication, that's what's headed your way.
We get to choose the way we think, and we can choose to change the way we think. It's always our choice.
Find what you're passionate about. Find something you enjoy. Find something that makes you excited to get up every day, and then pursue that.
That dream is still alive. You may have tried a year ago, 5 years ago, or 40 years ago. Didn't work out. Nobody was there to help you. Go back and try again. This is your time. This is your moment. Your destiny is calling out to you.
Every day, work on yourself. Get better. You're a human becoming, not a human being. Work on yourself. Get better. And go be a force for change, not a victim of change. Make today your masterpiece. Get up today and get it done. Finish the day, attack the day, and go change your life.
Don't worry about what needs to be done. Think about who you have to be in order to get it done. Focus on what's working in your life rather than fixating on what isn't working.
Get up every day and attack the day. Get after it. Set your priorities for what has to be done today. What do you have to do today before you go to bed?
If you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to make up your mind that you are in it for the long haul. You're not going to let people talk you out of it. Circumstances discourage you. Delays cause you to give up. Critical people cause you to get distracted. You're going to stay focused on your goal.
Our lives move in the direction of our most dominant thoughts and what we focus on day in and day out. Seize the day, or let the day seize you.
Make today your masterpiece.
Today is a gift.
You have an opportunity to steer your thoughts and your emotions in the direction that you want them to go, not in the direction that they're telling you to go.
One of the greatest success traits you can have is to get your tail out of bed early.
You're going to rise higher, accomplish your goals, and become everything you were created to be.
I walk on the street, all people are passing by. It's a great day, nobody even cares that I've got a big smile on my side.
There will be things that you don't understand. You'll have plenty of opportunities to get negative. In those tough times, you have to remember your dream.
Smile on your side. It's a beautiful day while you're singing. Nothing matters to you. The smile is on and no worries are gone. Beautiful day while you're singing. Nothing matters to you. The smile is on and no worries are gone.
Life is too short to have small expectations and small dreams.
Your thoughts have the incredible power to either minimize or maximize the effect that challenge has on you.
Get up every day and think big thoughts, dream big dreams, and have an amazing life.
through this. Riding through this wilderness, every day in some brand new load. Our forefathers, they drank from the cup. Yes, Moses, Elijah, Abraham, and Jacob. The Messiah was there. Yes, my Jesus. Examples were set just to guide us. Right on through your wilderness. Understand that every day is just a brand new test. Right on through your wilderness.
Right on through your wilderness.
Right on through your wilderness. Understand that every day is just a brand new.
Understand that every day is just a brand new test.
Success comes from the.
Just like we spoke about it yesterday.
One day you'll find the oasis. Useful as sugar support in heavenly places.
You gotta keep pushing on.
Races.
New level, new devil. Every day you awake.
And though it's hard.
Got to face new challenges.
What's the use in standing?
That's the only way we're gonna grow.
Them gotta get it cool from the sun.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Right on.
Welcome to Soul Food in the Morning, right here on 88.5 Rock FM.
You test. Right on through your wilderness success.
If you're new to the thing, welcome, welcome.
Right on through your wilderness. Understand that every day is just a.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Andy, and good morning to all our listeners, all our brothers and sisters, all our friends everywhere. And Andy, the family is growing.
The family is growing.
Yes, and we are happy. We are happy that the family is getting bigger and better every day, and we are happy that for the little part that we were able to play, you know, in be of a blessing and encouragement to the family. So a special good morning to everyone everywhere. We are so thrilled and so excited and so happy to be able to share these moments with you.
Indeed, indeed. Today, as we enter into this brand new day, the weekend.
Definitely.
The weekend, sir. We are about to step into another weekend of greatness.
Definitely.
Another day of progress we're here to celebrate. You know? So, I want to say a fantastic good morning to all of the folks who are now tuning in, who've been tuned in with us from since the beginning, who've joined us along the way. And I'm here to let you know that it's the 49th day of progress. So if you've had things that you wanted to do for this year, 2022, and you thought to yourself that, man, look, you know, because of how things are at the moment, I can't really do anything that I wanted to do. No, little by little, as we say, one dotty.
Yes.
One dotty. So today, the 49th day of progress, where are we taking, what are we going to have for breakfast this morning?
Well, Andy, we'll start with a reminder from yesterday that progress is a human right.
Progress is a human right.
Definitely. It's as much as we have a right to freedom of speech, we have a right to association and all those other rights. Each human being has a right to progress. And let us never allow anybody to tell us otherwise. The Creator has created a beautiful world, a beautiful earth. And on earth, there are 36 billion acres of land. 36 billion acres of land. And if you divide it by the amount of people, the population of the earth, each of us can have 4 acres of land. And that is to tell us that the Creator made us for progress. He put progress in our DNA. Look at this. We born as a baby. But you know what? We develop into an adult. So we progress from our mother's womb, physically, mentally, to where we are today. And that is to tell you that God, who created all of us, meant that progress should be a part of our lives. We were made to be progressive. We were created to be progressive. Now, let us not allow nobody to tell us that there's a special group that is blessed with progress and the others are not. That's a lie. That's a deception. Everyone has progress in our DNA. We were blessed with progress because every one of us has gifts, has talent, has ability that the Creator put in us, that we can use these skills and ability and talent and gifts to make progress in life. Every one of us is blessed this morning. We were born blessed. And the Creator wants us to live blessed and always want to continue to be blessed. Of course, there are lies peddling that, you know what, some people are born with silver spoon, and some were not born with silver spoon. I don't believe that. I believe that the Creator is a fair God, is a just God, and He loves us all the same. And look, for example, He gave us all the sunshine. Right? The sun don't shine on one set and don't shine on the other set. The wind, the oxygen, the breeze, it don't blow on one set and don't blow on the other set. The rain don't fall on one set of people and don't fall on the other set. So it is a lie when someone will tell that, look, you are not made for progress, or progress is just for an exclusive few. No. With God and with the law of nature, we were all born to progress. And so we have to believe in our heart that, look, progress is a human right. Progress is a human right. We all have the right to progress. And so every day, let us remind ourselves of this fact, this truth, that God, the Creator, has created each one of us to progress. Unfortunately, the way mankind system is working is that you get 1% own 99% of the world's wealth, and 99% only own 1%. That is a man-made system. It was never meant to be. Because if that was true, then God will give the 1% 99% of the sunshine, or 99% of the oxygen, or 99% of the rain. It is not so. We all are sharing these blessings, the rain, the sunshine, the wind, the oxygen. We are all sharing it equally. And that's what God wants. So man's system is that you get one group keeping down the other group. One group of, let's say, one group of privilege, which is a minority, which is the 1%, and that 1% try to tell the 99%, look, you were born to be where you are, We were born to have this, have all this, and the rest are not, are not privileged, not influential. But that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a real lie. We were born to progress and to make progress. God has given humanity this earth. And that is why how God set it up, Andy, that there's something called debt, which is an equalizer. You know, it's not only the poor die, you understand, the great leveler, right? Because not only the poor die, is everybody die. You know, everybody die. That is to show how just God is, how fair He is. Because if I could buy a license not to die, then only the poor would have died. But you go to the cemetery, no matter if it's how the grave look, how the tomb look, everybody has an appointment with death. So we have to readjust our mindset. We have to readjust our mindset and don't believe anything or anyone who says we were born to be down and not to make progress. And the only progress we can have is what people give to us or what people done for us. That is not true.
Got you.
Yeah, that is not true. I know I depart a little on what we discussed, but I just want to let's say, nail in this truth into all of us, that all of us were born to be progressive, and therefore we don't have to wait until, somebody come and says, I'm going to give you this and I'm going to do this for you. No. You have your wealth inside of you. You have your talent. You have your gift. You have your ideas. And Soul Food is saying, look, start to work on your ideas. Start to work on your gift. I was listening to the scripture. The book of Proverbs said, your gift, your talent will bring you in influence. You will speak to people of influence. In other words, the gift that you are blessed with, whatever the gift is, don't despise it. Don't despise the gift that you have, but that gift is going to take you to, to higher heights. The scripture give an example of a spider. A spider don't have a leader. A spider, you don't have strength. You don't have might, don't have muscles. But Andy, a spider can build a web on a king's palace. You understand? Even you go to the king's palace, you'll find a spider web. Though tiny, though minute, you look at a spider and say it is insignificant. You don't find any value. You don't find any value, any worth in that spider, but that spider can build a home on a palace. And what lesson it is, though people might see us insignificant, we have to see us significant. Though people might see us unimportant, we must see ourselves as being important. If people see us as being, let's say, not worthwhile, we must see that we are worthwhile. We cannot believe the lies that are being told to us that we were not born for greatness, or we were not born for progress, or we were not born to accomplish much in life. That's a lie. Don't believe it.
Don't believe it.
Yeah, definitely.
James 4:2-3.
Definitely.
You have not because you ask not.
Definitely.
A lot of folks are sitting at home thinking that, I want this thing, I want this thing. Ask and it shall be given.
Definitely.
You have not because you ask not.
Ask not. I know, having asked, the next thing is to seek. Right? So, ask is just the first step. in this journey. So I'm going out to look for a job.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked the Creator to help me. But I can't stay home and say this job is going to come to me.
Mm.
I have to seek. And then in seeking, I will reach closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what I have to do, I have to knock. You know? And knock sometimes doesn't mean that you rap. And sometimes in life you have to knock down some doors. And you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. So knock, sometimes we interpret knock as just rapping, go and rap on the door. But no, sometimes we have to knock down some doors to get to opportunities, knock down some barriers, knock down some mindset, knock down some lies that have been peddled to us that progress is just for the exclusive few, you know, and knock down these stumbling blocks. You know, we get take a sledgehammer or a pickaxe, you know, and knock them down. It's only force could knock them down. We got to be very, you know, courageous, very determined that these doors got to go down.
Got to go.
These barriers have to be removed.
Got
you
to
know?
go.
Yeah. Look, sometimes we may talking to a young man or a young woman,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to start a business, but you've been given the royal runaround. When you try to get your papers, you've been pushed left, right, and center. You know, you're getting running around all wrong. And everywhere you go, it is expected for you to give something, some money, and something. But you know what? You keep on. You are made to be a marathon runner anyway. You know, you're a marathon runner. You can run.
No short distance.
Yes, not for short distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can go the distance. So don't, when you go and you're going for your papers, you know, getting this document and getting that document and getting this permission and this license and just close doors. Don't accept closed doors. You know, don't accept barriers. You know, barriers that you don't put up, don't accept. You didn't put up those barriers. Maybe the system, but you are in quest to accomplish your greatness. So don't allow these barriers, these artificial barriers, you know, because sometimes what you can get done in an hour, it takes a week to get through it. Simple little document, and so it takes a lot. It's just a royal runaround, but you keep on going. Just keep the outcome in your mind. That when you get that paper, that document, it is another step to the realization of your dream.
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
Yes.
Powerful, and you quite put it in the right perspective. The race is not for the rabbit.
Correct.
I mean, the rabbit and the turtle in the race, yes, but it's not for the rabbit. It's for the turtle to win.
Yes. And the race is not for the swift nor the fast too, but those who endure to the end.
Ah.
So even if you got to go slow at first because some aspect of your dream depends on the decisions of others, and it's taking time to get it, it doesn't mean delay, doesn't mean deny. You know, that's the point. Delay doesn't mean deny.
Delay doesn't mean deny.
Correct. So if you find some delay, it doesn't mean that it's denial, that you have asked and is not receiving. It's just that you have to maybe cross a few more bridges, you know, walk a few more miles, But after all, the greater the sacrifice, the sweeter the victory.
Mm.
You know, the sweeter the victory. So when you finally reach your dream, reach your goal, you can look back and you can smile, you can be happy, you can rejoice, you can give God the thanks and praise because you know the road that you travel. Maybe everybody didn't realize the road that you travel, right? Maybe now people see what you are now, a successful individual, but they didn't know the struggle, they didn't know the disappointment, they didn't know the failures, right? The failures, they didn't know when you go home and cry, you know, when you go home and cry when you couldn't get sleep, when you're worrying, right? But today they see what you have and think it was an easy road. You know, but no, it was a hard road, and that is why now you can afford to be happy. You can afford to rejoice in whatever God has given you.
Yep. And even though I know some of our brothers and sisters are smiling and said, yes, they're rejoicing, you know.
Yes.
They got some people on the side who are looking and say, how they get though?
Well, you will always have the skeptics, right? The people who want to have what you have, but they're not prepared to do what you did. They're not prepared to suffer. They're not prepared to struggle. They're not prepared to sweat. You know, they're not prepared to put in the long hours.
It's kind of like...
Yes, Andy, go ahead.
It's kind of like when Les Brown said, I'm trying to remember it exactly. All right? I will do today what others won't, so I can have tomorrow what others can't.
Correct.
So in other words, what you do with your 24 hours today is totally up to you.
Correct.
All right? What I'm doing with my own started from since 2 a.m.
Correct.
Literally, my own started since 2 a.m.
Yes, well, mine start like 3:27 this morning. Yeah, waking up and getting prepared and doing my little exercises, listening to my scripture, my meditation. So I'm waiting for the phone to ring.
That's the creative. Those are the creative hours.
Yes.
Between 1 to 5.
Definitely.
You know when you had that rest, even if it was for just a 2 hours or 3 hours, or for some people they barely had a 1 hour and then they had to be up again.
Yes.
You know, we know they get 1 and 2 persons out there who are employed in the night time.
Yes.
You know, that is like a little thing.
Yeah, man.
That is still for 1 hour. Hey. But when you're awake between those hours, your mind is sharp because the place is silent. You're focused and, you know, all of those thoughts keep turning and running and going through your head, you know.
You could say that is when the rivers of ideas start to flow. Ideas start to flow.
Yep. And hint. We giving a lot of hints there. Folks who are on the progressive team.
Yes.
You know, you have to take a little time out and catch an early bed 1 and 2 time, because that great idea that you so desire, that next big move, it requires you to have a little rest and wake up early and look at things from a different perspective.
Definitely.
Rather than just rushing and thinking and working with something you're thinking will work because it worked for this person.
Yes.
No, your way of unlocking that puzzle or putting together the pieces of that puzzle, it depends on you, your idea, your little greatness. You got to add you little flavor to the pot, man.
Definitely.
Whether you want to call yourself a mango sour, you want to call yourself little achar, you want to call yourself little pepper, you want to call yourself little aji, whatever it is, you have to add your little flavor to that pot.
Yeah, and we all, when you really look at life, we all came with a flavor. Because we are all unique in our own way.
Yep.
So we all came with this flavor. No, and look, nature tells us. Now you listen to the birds, and they all have different songs.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning, I would wake up and listen to the birds, and they all have different songs. But even if you listen to 2 or 3 kiskadee,
Mm-hmm.
although they may song the same, there's a shade of difference in the song that they are making. So we were created, each one of us have our own flavor to bring to the pot of life.
The pot of life.
We all have a different flavor. And the more flavor you put in,
Mm-hmm.
the better the pot would taste.
Powerful.
And so everybody, even if you're feeling low this morning,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're feeling down this morning, maybe you have the bills to pay, the rent, or, things are not going your way. That does not erase the fact that you are a flavor. You're an integral part of God's plan for this earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so despite you're having it hard, still you can smile, you can ask, you can pray, and you can rise and say, you know what? I am a flavor. I am the salt of the earth. Salt is our flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am the salt of the earth. I am the light of the world. And so I am going to go forth. Though things might be dark with me, I will still let my little light shine wherever I go.
This little light of mine,
Definitely.
I'm gonna let it shine. Even if you didn't go to church, you learn the one, you learn it in school.
Definitely.
Because when it come, when you had your little class assembly,
Yes.
or you had a little talent section or time, somebody always coming up, this little light of mine.
Definitely.
Indeed, we gotta let it shine.
Definitely.
And
so
shine
even
bright.
when we face our dark moments, we can still let our light shine.
Mm-hmm.
And it is shining for others. They may need a little light in their life.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Life is about, what goes wrong comes wrong. So when you shine your light, somebody is shining their light for you.
And look at it, back to the poem again, Marianne Williamson. When you allow your own light to shine,
yes,
you unconsciously give others a permission to do the same.
Correct.
It's like you doing your thing, but other people, that they're looking at you, yes, and saying, bye, it's time for move.
Yes.
It's time for move. If this person making it, I could make it too.
Definitely.
So, I know somebody's listening out there. I know a lot of people are listening in right now.
Oh, there are a multitude of people who are listening. I know, Andy, my heart is so grateful to God and to you, Miss Paul, because soul food is having such a positive impact.
Mm-hmm.
As one public servant who is dealing with people every day in the different areas, said that she is moving about, and it's like this program has such a wonderful effect on people that she can feel the changes. As she move about in different areas, she said she could virtually actually feel the changes that is taking place in Region 6 and beyond. And so we
Indeed,
are
beyond,
really
because somebody messaged me from Facebook. They said, man, I just enjoy the program. And they are living in what's the place? Oh, they're residing now in England.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely. I would even get call from the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it's now Region 6 and beyond,
Region 6 and beyond.
and we are grateful for that.
Yep, yep,
You
yep,
know,
yep.
that we can really make an impact on people's life, and we want to re-emphasize, no matter where you live, progress is your human right.
Mm.
And now you can approach life with a positive outlook, because as long you have something to live for, you will want to live.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be challenged to live. You know, there's a story about Alexander the Great.
Mm-hmm.
He captured the world by the age when he was 32 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He captured the world at 32 years old. And after finished capturing the world, he started to cry. He started to cry because there was nothing else to capture. And eventually he died young. He even became an alcoholic, and he died. Because life became meaningless to him.
Mm.
And so when you have something, a cause, a goal, a dream, that a progress, you know you're on a road that is progressive every day, then life now takes a different complexion. You have something to live for. You have something to look forward for. You have something to work towards. And so all the monotony of life, the stress of life, the strain of life start to disappear, because now you're energized by your goal. You're energized by your dream. You're motivated by what you have on your vision board. So never a day is it boring, because every day you are working on your dreams. Every day you are working on your dreams. Every day you're working on improving yourself, making yourself better, uplifting yourself. And by making yourself better, you're going to make others better. By uplifting yourself, you are uplifting others. So life now becomes an adventure. It becomes excited. You can't wait for tomorrow. Why? Because you're working on yourself. You're working on your dream. You're working. Tomorrow is no longer unknown. Why? Because you know what you have to do tomorrow.
You already get your roadmap, your plan out.
Definitely. Even if it's a Google map.
And you know, a thing that I realized with a lot of young people, they would see, I mean, this was one little experience that I had.
Yes.
You know, they would see you, you know, moving a certain way, or moving about a certain way, and they think to themselves that, you know what, the man, they're privileged, like you said, you know.
Yes, yes.
Or because you got something, you could take, you know, you could treat anybody anyhow. But you can't go about, you know, being annoyed with the world because, you know, you weren't offered certain things.
Right.
All right? It simply means that you have it within you now.
Right.
To go about and ensure that you claim what is yours.
Yes.
Don't allow somebody to, you know, put you in that frame of mind there, because at the end of the day, if you don't do it for you,
yes,
nobody will ever do it for you. In fact, nobody can. I mean, people can do it for you, yes, but nobody's just going to come out of the blues and say, hey, come, let me do this for you. Yo, come, let me do this for you. I mean, if you find those people, I mean, there are a few of those people out there who may look at you and say, come, let me do something for you, you know?
Yes.
Just like the elders back in the days, they might see a youngster in the community and say, come, let me show you this thing. Let me train you this way. Or let me teach you this trade. You know? But until, and even the Bible said it, you know, and even when you hear people speak about it, they put it in this form: God help those who help themselves.
Yes.
You know, so you got to make a move. Once you make a move, things are going to start falling into place.
Definitely.
People are going to see you moving in a direction and say, oh, all right, good. I see you going the way, but it's actually this kind of way here. So, you know, let me show you the blueprint.
Correct.
Because they've been there before. Even if it's something new you're heading into, know that somebody walked that road before. You know?
Yes.
And they're willing to share a little advice with you. They may not have gone as far as you're about to go, but they started it, and probably for some reason they drop off, or because of some reason probably they reached their limit.
Yes.
And they're now there. Look at the world records. At one time, the 100-meter was impossible to break because it was broken in I think it's 30 seconds. At one time, the 100-meter was 30 seconds.
Right.
Then somebody came in and they said, all right, good, 25. Then they came in and they said, all right, 20. Then somebody came in and said, I could do it in 15.
Correct.
And then somebody came in and said, I could do it in 10.
Yeah.
And look at Usain Bolt. Mash it up. And I know there will come others who will be better than that.
Yes.
You'd want to know if it's a freak of nature. Probably you're that someone listening right now, but you're failing to go out there and claim what is yours. You know?
Yeah.
You might be young, you might be old. But whatever it is you have deep within your heart, that seed of greatness, it's calling out for you to walk in a certain direction.
Yes.
You know, don't be afraid. You ain't too old, you know. You ain't too old. Look at Colonel Sandals. Everybody know about KFC. The man retired, I believe it was, 65?
Yes.
And then is when the man, you know, discovered that, hey, people like my chicken. People like all this fried chicken.
Yes.
So he decided to sell it around his area. And everybody saying, you should open something. He did. Then somebody else probably in the next year decided that they're going to come through and visit this thing what everybody talking about. Buy from this man. Nice. Way from the next state. Open the next business over there. Or started the franchise then.
Yes.
You know, I see a lot of brothers out here who are moving in that direction. You know, I know they probably don't see it as yet, but they thought to themselves that you're not going to open at this location. I could open at that next location. And before long, when you're going to look back at your achievements, you can say, bye. What? I did something.
Definitely.
Simply putting it, a man who decided not to give up despite, you know, all of the crazy things that are happening.
Yeah.
The Jamaican guy, Jamie Jork.
Correct.
The man moved from one location, he gone to Kanji now.
Yeah, and he's creating a brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with perseverance, that brand can cover Guyana and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is when you choose not to give up.
Definitely.
When you choose to push on despite all of the circumstances all of the things that are against you. You know?
Definitely.
Nobody can ever stop that seed of greatness from germinating.
No.
Only you. Yes.
Only you.
Only you. Yeah.
Yes. That's
only
true.
you. So it is your time. You know, we speaking to our progressive brothers and sisters
Definitely.
who claim that 2022 is their year. The triple blessing year.
Definitely.
The triple blessing year. All your blessings from 2020 when we had the lockdown, 2021, 2022, all three combined. Triple blessings.
Definitely. A year of triple blessings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
and I just want to spare a thought for our young people, especially our young people, for whatever reason, they made a mistake. They drop out of school.
mm-hmm.
You know, even maybe a police officer is listening, and I know they are listening, and a young man make a mistake, a young woman make a mistake, to me, if we can try to reform them without, lock them up or take them to court, if there's some way you could sit down and speak to them and try to get them to reform the ways, maybe this is a forced offense. Give them a chance, give them a chance to progress.
We're not running away from the tough love,
No, but we still get to show compassion.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
So, police officers, you might come across a young man, a young woman. People might be complaining about them, but if you can take them under your arms, your arms and speak to them and talk to them and, show them that this is not the way to go. You can make a progressive human being out of them rather than lock them up or take them to court or take them through the system. It is easy to do that. But when you can spend some extra time and make something good out of them, it is better. I'm speaking to teachers this morning. I mean, you may have a child, he or she might be mischievous. They may have been failing, Right now, some of them are, most of the CXC, or all the CXC students, they are doing the SB and so. And if you can help them, see them through. Remember, they're young. They can't think how we are thinking today. And so that is where society, the people in position, in influence, can stretch out their hands and say, look, man, come. You didn't do this good, but, let me take you through. Let me help you through, right? And I said, we are not talking about that you don't have to have tough love, but tough love alone cannot stand. You have to get tough love with compassion. You have to get a heart willing to help, right? Now, there are some students who are brilliant. You don't have to help them. They already know everything. They're getting everything done and so forth. But there are some that are lagging behind. And that is where your humanity comes in. That you can help them because, remember, the young people today would be the adult that we have to live with when we get old. The young people today will be the adults, will be the society that we have to live with and live in when we become old. And therefore, if we can change them now, if we can do something to point them into the right direction, teachers and police officers, if you can do something, religious leaders too, and even community leaders, if you can do something to help them. They might go in the wrong path, but using the big stick method might send them down the path farther. Using the big stick method, well, you're wrong, and and start to go down on them and whatnot. Go in the lockup. You're wrong. You're this. You're done. And
sometimes it's probably because they are the ones being looked at whenever something happened.
Yeah.
They had nothing to do with what's happening, but you're using the big stick method on them, and I say, what happened? If you're thinking that's bad, all right, good. It's best I do it and done.
Yes.
So.
And the thing is, we like to paint everybody with the same brush, in the sense that a young person make a mistake. Now, if anything happens in the community or the neighborhood, this person do it. Oh man, we not give people a chance. God is giving us so much a chance, so much chances. And so when you finish now, this person become the target. Anything wrong in the society, the patrol jeep turn up in front of this person, you know? And many times this person might be innocent, but the patrol vehicle come for him or her. So, teachers, you are in a privileged position. Please, you are in a blessed position to mold young people to move from the ordinary to the extraordinary. And please exercise some patience, exercise some care, you know, put some love into them, because the child you save, the child you help, might be the person who will hold your hand and cross you on a busy street. The child you save may be the nurse or the doctor that you reach on an emergency. Look at it that way. The child you save from going down the wrong path may be the helping hand you will need when you get old.
You know, I remembered a little, what I should say, skit, a little short film, yes. I know it's a story, but they made a short film out of it.
Yes.
Where a young boy went into a shop and he stole, well, this is the Chinese version. He stole the bag of soup, right? You know that they take out the soup in the bag and they sell it. Good. So he stole the bag of soup and he was running, and the young lady caught him and was scolding him, you know. And the father came out and the father looked at the boy and the father said, "Come, listen. He probably doing it because he have nothing to eat." So the man came out and he said, "It's okay, all right. Please, just don't do it again. If you need something, you could come and ask." You know.
Correct.
When it showed, he actually ran home to his mother. His mother was sick, so he went and stole the soup just so that she can drink something warm. You know. Fast forward a couple of years later, the said guy fell down in his shop. You know, his daughter, you know, because of the bills and so forth, the shop was about to close and he was in the hospital, you know, had to do a surgery, and the surgery cost a lot of money.
Yes.
So she was weeping by his bedside, wondering how this is going to be done, you know, and when she woke up and so on, you know, they told her that, you know, it's been taken care of. He can now go into surgery. Went into surgery, came out. When she saw the bill, she shocked. Zero. So she was like, how is this possible? So when she found out the name of the guy, it is the little boy that stole the soup, and she was annoyed that he stole the soup. That was the doctor.
Definitely.
Who put zero on the account.
Right. Paid in full.
Paid in full.
Yes.
So I'm encouraging my brothers and sisters or people of progress this weekend, let's find something to pay it forward.
Correct.
You know, pay it forward. If somebody did something good for you, you don't have to go out there and necessarily look for somebody to do something good for you. I know you know somebody. Even if it's a little child in the community, if it's an elder, you know, pay it forward.
Definitely.
All right? This weekend, we're encouraging you to pay it forward.
Definitely. You know, you might have your own workshop. You know, and in the neighborhood, you get some boys, they may not have anything much to do. You know, you bring them in and let them learn a trade. You know, you tell them in advance, look, I may not be able to pay the full money, but as you learn, I will pay you a little more. And I'm sure that some of these boys will come out with shining colors. They are going to have their own workshop or whatever it is, or they will become the best assistant that you ever had.
Yep.
Yeah, you might be a sportsman, and you see a little boy or girl, and they could, you see the ability to play a game, whether it's athletic or...
You spoke about spokesman,
Yes.
Mr. Singh, the late Mr. Singh.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Singh, the late Mr. Singh, he coached young men that eventually played for Guyana. And so,
Or even world stars at the
World
moment.
Star, yes, World Star. So, you know, you used to play a little football. You used to play a little thing. You see some little boys, and you could afford to buy a football. You take them to open ground. You
Organize a little
knowledge.
community against community competition.
Yes. You know.
I mean, the curfew have been lifted.
Yes.
All right. So, you know, you can organize a little match. Of course, you know, you're going to keep it COVID friendly, you know?
Correct.
But, you know, you're encouraging them to go out there and do something rather than just liming and going and stealing neighbors' mangoes and getting into trouble. Let's find something constructive for them to do. I mean, we're putting a little ideas out there, you know?
Yeah, definitely. There's so much things that we don't have to have millions of dollars to do, Andy. Little things can bring big results. Little things can bring big results if we are willing to do it. You know, we have a willing heart to do it. Don't wait for when you're getting millions and say, look, when I get or when I have so much thing, I will start to do it. No. Sometimes when you have the millions, you forget. You're thinking about more millions. Right? So now that you have a heart to do it now.
Yep. So when the big thing come, at least you know what you need to do.
Right.
And not what you want to do.
Yes.
All right, sir. I must say thank you very much. Breakfast
always
was
a pleasure.
breakfast was quite a mouthful this morning, I can say.
Man, we had everything.
Yes. We had everything since we're going into the weekend. We had a proper feast.
Yeah, man. We had from Amerindian dish to Europeans, African, Chinese, East Indian, you know, Portuguese. And we have all the rest mixed up in between.
It was buffet style this morning.
Yeah. Everything.
Buffet. Eat your belly full. Just in case somebody would like to make a connection with you throughout the weekend.
Oh, certainly. You can call at any time, 332-0267. Let me go a little slow. 332-0267. You are welcome to call me at any time. You will never face any judgment. I'm not going to be judgmental no matter what your circumstances is.
And however you want to let loose, you can let loose.
Yeah, man. If it means that, look, you get a lot of things built up and you want to let it go, and you call me before you let it go physically, basically call me and let off the steam, right? And you know, and let's all live progressive life. And thank you, Andy. Thanks to Miss Paul, the Little Rock family, you know, and all the staff. And we like to encourage you to support Little Rock and the businesses that they have. Support them, you know. Even if you're a little vendor, a small vendor, you can go in and you know, contribute to some of the programs and whatnot.
Yes. In fact, that contribution is needed. Trust me, it's needed.
Yes.
It's needed because we've been given this time here to be with you guys. And, you know, let's just leave it that way. Your contribution is needed, my people.
Definitely.
All right? So do what you got to do. Let us be here for you, you know, every weekday morning.
Yes.
We want to take you throughout this year and many years to come.
Definitely.
So let's do this, you know. Well, sir, thank you very much. And
thank you very
just
much,
in case
Andy,
you,
and a blessed weekend to you and everyone.
Just in case you out there would like to, you know, attend service on Sunday, it's number 2 Village, East Kanji.
Yes,
the second street.
Number 2 Village.
Just
Family of God Cathedral.
Ask anybody where Pastor Ramesh is living, not too far away, is the church. You know?
And if you're living in New Amsterdam, Kanji area, we can also provide transportation. on the 23rd of December, which is Republic Day. We hoping to provide lunches for
23rd of February, sir.
Yes, 23rd. On the 23rd of February.
You're thinking Christmas again, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Well, it's like Christmas.
Yes.
We 23rd of February, we are planning a little lunch on behalf of church for senior citizens and so forth. So we want to be of blessing, of encouragement. That is our motive, just to encourage our brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm. Look how we create history again. 10 minutes after the hour.
Oh, my. Yes.
But nevertheless, this is like we said, breakfast, and everybody love breakfast.
Definitely.
So it matters not, what they get for breakfast. They got to start the day right. And that is what I realized. It's not about the much about the music, but the conversation that we have with our brothers and sisters.
Yes, definitely, Andy.
The music is a little added thing, but the real conversation that is.
Yes.
Facts about life. Words of encouragement, inspiration, motivation. So thank you very much, and please do enjoy your weekend.
And same to you, Andy, and a blessed weekend to all our brothers and sisters. Have a very productive, progressive weekend, and by the Lord's willing, we'll see you back on Monday.
Definitely. All right, sir.
Good.
Here's Mr. I Feel.
Riding through this wilderness, you know it's not an easy road. Riding through this wilderness, every day in some brand new load. Our forefathers, they drank from the cup. Yes, Moses, Elijah, Abraham, and Jacob. The Messiah was there, yes, my Jesus. Examples were set just to guide us. Right on through your wilderness, understand that every day is just a brand new test. Right on through your wilderness, success comes from the efforts you invest. Right on through your wilderness, understand that every day is just a brand new test. Right on through your wilderness, success comes from the efforts you invest.
Sister Seema, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Andy. How are you doing this morning?
Blessed with greatness, man. Can't complain at all.
Okay. And I hope all the other listeners have a well-slept night last night.
Mm-hmm.
My little contribution this morning is that let us give the best to when we have to serve persons.
Mm-hmm.
For example, at the office, sometimes you go at the office place and you go to renew a license or to collect your tint or something you go for. The persons who have to deal with us, let those persons prepare themselves in the morning to give their best, because some of them might even look at the paper properly and they say, okay, man, come back next day or whatever. And it's some simple thing you have to collect, and you could get it done the same day or the same moment.
Mm-hmm.
I know persons complain that they go at offices and they have to photocopy paper. And remember, they come to know what they have to get. And they tell the person, you have to come back so, but then somehow you have to bring photocopy papers or the documents, but the photocopy ones. And the person turn up, and the line is so long, and when they reach up to the desk or the counter, you find that they say, we need photocopy of this, and we need photocopy of that, and the person got to go all back. No, then we examine our documents. We are here to serve. Let us put our best out. Look at person's documents and say, listen, to get this done, you have to get so, right? And then you come with everything. Person prepare their mind psychologically to go and get the things done. And when they now go, you didn't tell me, man, I got to get this, I got to go back and come back. The run around is too great for people sometimes. It's hard. It's very hard, So persons out there who have to serve persons, let us give our best. You put yourself in that person's shoe or behind the desk. And what you want for yourself, I think you should want it for other persons. For example, like if you go to do a blood test, and the person have to fast, right? You didn't tell the person they have to fast. You say, okay, come back tomorrow. When the person come, you eat. I eat, drink tea. No, you don't got to drink tea. You got to come till tomorrow because you drink tea. Come on. Let us examine our documents when person come to us. Take our time and advise them as to what they have to do, because persons get frustrated and it could throw persons off balance. So what we want for ourselves, let us do to other persons and help people, and our community, our society, our workplace would be a better place. People would want to go there without coming out and say bad things about the company or whatever, So, Andy, I just want persons to know that who has to deal with the public, let them prepare their mind that today you have a little situation in your home and you go with the attitude out there and then you take it out on the person that come in place with you. No, you go out there and say, I'm here to serve and I'm going to give my best. My very best I'm going to give. And when you go in the afternoon and you relax yourself, you start thinking, well, I did this, I did that, I did that.
You feel
and
good about yourself.
Yes, I feel good that I helped somebody or helped 4 or 5 persons, Because when people come out, they say so much ill things about places. We don't want that. We want a better place. We want a better countryman. And we can start from ourselves. It's our behavior pattern, our style. Our lifestyle we could start from you if you have to serve people.
It's known around the world that Canada is one of the most compassionate country in the world, because everybody's like, hey, are you okay, everything's good? Hey, are you okay, everything's good? Hey, good morning, how are you doing?
Yeah.
And I realized that the village that is the most beautiful village, and that is one of the villages we'll be visiting on the tour for the Easter weekend, Extreme Adventure Travel and Tours, is Sarama Village. Beautiful people, quiet village, clean. That is where, if they have a little festival or somebody had a little party, everybody in the community just come out and ensure it clean. The village is kept clean. Cooperation. Powerful. Just in case somebody would like to make a connection with you, Sister Seema.
Okay, my landline is 332-0617-697-7049, 634-4878.
All right. Please do enjoy the rest of your weekend and thank you for your contribution.
Yes, Andy. And everyone out there, have a blessed weekend and prepare yourself for Republic and they coming up.
Yes. Probably we can take some photos, Sister Seema.
Yeah.
Everybody can dress up in a nice way. I'll be out. Just say where you at. Take a flash.
And pose with your flag, the golden arrowhead. Let us be proud of it.
The proper flag.
Proper
colors, proper design. Unique.
Yeah.
Unique. Everywhere I see flag, I just look for we flag first.
Because we are more colorful. And to me, it's more nice.
Yes.
With the V and V that come in,
Man, look. Look at it, eh?
Yeah.
All right, Sister Seema, enjoy your weekend, all right?
Yeah, you too, bye.
All right.
Drank from the cup, yes, Moses, Elijah, Abraham, and Jacob. The Messiah was there, yes, my Jesus. Examples were set just as
it's the weekend.
I don't go through your wilderness. Understand that every day is just a brand new.
Know it.
I don't go through your wilderness. Success comes from the efforts you invest. Right on through your wilderness. Understand that every day is just a brand new test. Right on through your wilderness. Success comes from the efforts you invest. One day you'll find the oasis. Useful as sugar support in heavenly places. Cheering you on.
The Father bless me and them always a guide. Oh yes, the Lord will provide.
To all the folks that are locked in, wherever you're locked in from.
Me have to give thanks to me one dumpling in my plate, cause one better than done. And me give thanks to my bed, but they on the block, cause at least me not sleep and groan. And me give thanks to my roof over my head. It's a leak, but it still a shade me from the sun. And give thanks, you better give thanks to your life, cause you never know when it rain down. Hear me now.
West Coast of Barbies, good morning. West Bank, good morning. Itika Village, good morning.
Give thanks to the one thing until you get again.
Ross Benji.
I want me to the children so playful. It reminds us that we life not to be so stressful. We stay faithful, even when things get dreadful. God the Father.
East Bank, good morning.
It's like a Red Bull, so hear me.
Sisters Village, good morning. Barbies River, good morning. How are you guys doing? Develt, San Hills.
It's a leak, but it still a shade me from the sun. And give thanks, you better give thanks to your life, cause you never know when it rain down. One me say remember to show gratitude, stop the ungrateful attitude. Say your grace, stop in the face, I mind you just take back the phone. No matter when we pocket flat like lands of latitude, we still a hold the vibe, but yes, we still just in a happy mood. Cause no matter how you feel, you could believe you're going through the worst ordeal. Like the man who wants to kill the child, cause a banana was him last meal. And when him fling it for him, see the man and yam the bean. So you want give thanks for the dumpling in all your blood, boy. Cause one better than you.
Them say money a root of all evil, so evil is a big money tree. Everybody respect wicked people. Wicked people not like nobody. Them say police we be with protection, but protection don't come for free. Stress we mad with all of the bills them, but madman live easier than.
Man, let's join it. Join me on the tour for this weekend. Join me.
Upper class a cost about the economy, but every day get up people party. Hey, me want every foreigner to hear me. We no member them family a yard. We no know every deported story, but still no make the same mistake abroad. That's why me say loyalty.
Join me on the tour.
That me a
Louis tour. Let's go to Linden.
loyalty.
Call me on 6718707 during the course of the day, and let us make those arrangements.
Royalty. You know, see man a say Lord our God.
Soul Food family, let's do this.
For them people ya in
Granny at home, you're thinking what next to do?
they a road and
Call me 6718707. Let us go on tour.
go in a video light and go hype up no up.
You're thinking to yourself, you haven't been anywhere in quite some time.
Sing me a tell people.
This is your opportunity.
Can't go round the boy, cause every money
Extreme Adventure Travel and Tours.
me nah go be no.
We going places.
Yeah, me say loyalty over royalty. And that me a deal with. Me a tell you loyalty over royalty. Friendship me no need it. Me a say a loyalty over royalty. You know see man a say no.
So even if you don't see me, just to make you know me ever keep it close to me now my heart. You know you mean the most to me. Nothing but straight up love you show to me from the start. You know we full of ego as a man. That's why me have to tell you through the song. Tell you before you're gone. Me I tell you before you're gone. If you have somebody where you're red, now wait till it late. Say you fi tell them right now. And if you have somebody where you love, forget about the grudge and just tell them right now. And if you want somebody where you check for talk that you mouth make for, tell them right now. Tell them before them gone. Me say tell them before them gone. Hey, and me say you fi tell them now before your time run out. Yeah. So even if you don't see me, just to make you know me ever keep it
to all the folks.
My heart, you know you mean the most to me. Nothing but straight up love you show to me from the start.
That are experiencing a loss at the moment.
So me have to tell you through the song.
Loss of a loved one.
You got
want to extend our deepest condolences to you. To the Artigas family.
Somebody where you're red. Now wait till it late. Say you fi tell them right now.
Miss Charlene.
Somebody where you love.
Miss Carlene.
For the grudge and just tell them right now.
Mr. Ronaldo.
And if you want somebody where you check for talk that you mouth make for.
Auntie Rita. You know, you guys do have our deepest condolences on the loss of your loved one. Alright?
And I may say you
you fi tell them now before your time run out. Me attack your friend them, we a go dead there when the Kyle run out. Not afraid fi tell them not even have a mind a doubt. Your friend will bring the water, give you not the time a drought. And even if you're locked up in a jail, you not have to worry about the future. Oh, your juvenile come out. You make me know me enemy them when you find them out. Your real friend them find them out. Cause if you have somebody where you rate, no wait till it late. Say you fi tell them right now. And if you have somebody where you love, forget about the grudge and just tell them right now. And if you have somebody where
the burden for the burden. But then I when I make them all with them the burden. No me I say. Man I greet them fight with a smile. Them can't stop me stride, summer flow just like river.
That's how we have to do it at times, especially for this year.
Me I beat them fight with a smile.
We really putting up a big fight
Them fight with a smile.
when it comes to people who don't like us, you know. There's too much of wasted energy.
But every day of the week
We're gonna use our energies to do positive things. Work on all of those great ideas that we got.
left in me account. Smile and keep me merry and
That's what we're gonna use our energy to do.
oh my God Almighty, He's a force to never doubt. So I smile, me I smile. When me down, them know.
We're gonna let karma deal with those folks or the relevant authorities.
Them can't stop us.
Trust me.
Tell you say I smile, we I smile.
Triple blessings.
When we down, them
Being at time with craziness.
like we wanna.
We're working towards our own goals.
Tell you say I smile, me I smile. Face the hardest fight. Embrace the darkest night with.
They're gonna get tired.
I know all this
Trust me.
time will make me stronger.
As if they're walking behind the talking.
They might say that the valley low,
It's like they have to walk from here
the valley low.
to let him.
I never sorry.
As that's the kind of journey you're going on for 2022. A very long journey. And right through its progress.
For me I flow just.
So they're gonna keep talking. Eventually they're gonna drop out the race. Trust me.
Tell me stride, me tell you say I smile, me I smile.
Miss Sabrina, good morning. How are you doing?
Oh me I carry on. Smile, me I carry on.
Miss Natasha John Do, good morning.
Smile, me I smile. Smile, me I smile.
Brother Roy, good morning, good morning.
Smile, me I smile.
Princess, good morning.
Smile, me I smile. Smile, me I smile. In a real life.
Nation boss, yeah. You know the code, innit? One guru. Yo, nation. Liquid nitrogen, no cool like all this type of friend. Who used to stunt on bicycle, them not a style again. Never avoid the ends, but I'm a start to drive a Benz. Tell them guru.
Labas, blow cool like snow. Yeah, I'ma feel them preachers are the grease round me the more I grow up. Honestly, me not feel nobody energy, so me I hold my own. It go good that by airplane mode. Me no want nobody, I call my phone. One last year, real to the core, my bro.
I love the things I'm not afraid of cold weather, brother. Still in my sweater when sun a shine or the rain a fall, no make me better. Still I freeze, still I feel pain and I go through the pressure. Cut off the right and then the bullet fly through my left hand. Troublemaker, the journey and
I love when you make the rain fall. I love when you make the sun shine. Dear Lord, I love when the flowers them bloom. I love every single day the sunrise. Dear Lord, I love the living things you've created. Your greatness is well appreciated.
Shout out to Odetta, Osina,
So when the devil always
Okwanda, Abi, and Aquino.
pray for hypocrite and backbiter. We both shut up on me head like them a snipe.
Also, good morning to me. Shout out happy birthday to Mr. Alvin
Turn the other cheek. Cause
Downs.
I'ma feel mood a positive for food.
To have an enjoyable day, cuz greetings are coming from Princess.
I love when you make the rain fall. I love when you make the sun shine. Dear Lord, I love when the flowers them bloom. I love every single day the sunrise. Dear Lord, I love the living things you've created. Your greatness is well appreciated by me. So when the devil always trying to break it, obliterate Jesus Christ. Giving up his rest of ain't him the records, even though the road get hard. Me nah go stop work hard, you want good, you know what's off the road. Say success, good noise, if the road never rough, that's why me never give up.
Alexander Street, good morning. My street by Alexander Street.
Never give up, myself never give up.
From Waterside straight up to Republic Road. From Water Street straight up to Republic Road. Alexander Street is a proper street. Proper people.
Never give up if it was easy. Success wouldn't feel as nice as it does. Just hold the faith and go out for your dreams. Start put in, make your dreams come true. And it's gonna take some time to achieve. And then the battle of the sweet and the victory. Never give up, you just live up and work hard. Get your reward can be the best to pick up. Say success would noise if the road never rough. That's why me never give up, myself never give up. Just kill them with that smile when them call you gruff. That's why me never give up, myself never give up. Just keep on holding on to your dreams. Not care how impossible it might seem. Success would noise if the road never rough. That's why me never give up. Oh Lord, never make them bad energy.
I'm gonna leave you with this one right here. This artist goes by the name of J Prince, and it is titled Champion. So to all of my champions out there, I want to say a fantastic good morning to you. Real champions.
Just perfect your craft. Remember them used to laugh. Them really not gonna care about the bridge you cross. Once whenever they when you did that stuff, them all gonna be the ones that talk about your show off. Get a youth life for the hardest. Just live life regardless. For reach it all gonna be a task. Hustle and get your muscle brand. Never soft from backbench to head of class.
New Amsterdam, Stalin Road. Good morning, good morning. Mr. Pinder, good morning.
I see how we are the hero. Them can't defeat you. Remember, you won't take yourself from zero. We are the champion. We have the baton. Make them try to kick off foot and buy them look for God.
Wim Police Station, good morning.
The champion, the champion. You might feel only when you're dead upon the field. Have a few a cheer for you, just appreciate it, it's real. And the hardest part of your life,
Mr. Ashby, Inspector Romna, Corporal Nagasar, Mr. Ben, Mr. Sukanandan.
Let me know you feel like you want heal. Whether you also downtown or your playground.
Mr. Leach. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And of course, Wim Police Station are extended. In fact, they're extended.
1, 2, 3,
words of advice to the public. Look out for those who are not looking out for you. Especially those e-bike users. E-bike users, please stay to your car now. Stick in your lane. No sudden movement.
Trust yourself, you can do it, youth. Me see you see.
And to the drivers,
when you're down and out.
In fact, to all road users, please note that school is back in session.
Take the lead. Take the lead.
You gotta look out for those kids, alright? That's a message from Wim Police Station, the traffic department.
But we're planning fee. And we are the champion. And we are the wrong man. Every hustler would put up your one. And see how we are the hero. Them can't defeat you.
Rosal Town Police Outpost. Good morning, good morning. Mr. Clements, good morning.
We have the baton.
Albion Police Station, good morning. New Amsterdam Police Station, good morning. Central Police Station. Mr. Thomas, good morning.
Only you can stop yourself.
Mr. Walker, good morning.
You can chop yourself.
Hampton Music.
Rickford Lewis, good morning, brother.
You can stop yourself. Only you, only you. Just perfect your craft. Remember them used to laugh. Them really not gonna care about the bridge you cross. Once whenever
man, look,
you did a stop.
I'm about to leave the studio. Please know that I'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. Do have a blessed, fantastic, fabulous, free up celebration, productive, progressive weekend. Alright? And meet me right back here Monday, same time, same place, for another edition of Soul Food in the morning.
For you, I cheer for you, just appreciate it.
To all the folks that were on the live this morning, man, the live was lively.
Find out that's
You had all of those comments popping up on the screen. Miss Priya Agard, good morning.
like you want you.
Brother Charles Humphrey, good morning. Charles Proper Status Humphrey.
The biggest
I gotta start posting some of these status that this man has got flowing across the Facebook and the social media platforms, you know.
if I be zero, we are the champion. We are
Stanley Lawrence, good morning, brother. That's a big up Asylum Street too. All the way from NYC.
just trust yourself, you can do it. You
Miss Kensiola Arjun, good morning. How are you doing?
when you're down and no, take the leap, youth. Go for the trophy. Who will take the leap? Alien take the leap. Every hustle and every athlete. Never sleep on your dream, it no matter how it seems. The road might rock you, but we plan feet. And we are the champion, and we are the rank man. Every hustle on the road, put up your hand and say, and we are the hero. Them can't defeat you. Remember, you take yourself from zero. We are the champion, we have the baton. Make them try to kick off out and buy them look for God. We are the champion, the champion.
Sister Nicola, good morning, good morning. Stroad Photography, good morning. Miss Anita Viran, good morning.
Only you, only you. Just perfect your craft, remember them used to
Mr. Mahan, good morning, good morning.
bridge your cross. The ones whenever they there when you did a stuff, them all gonna be the ones to talk about your show.
Locked in all the way from Providence. We got Sister Nicola.
Godless spirit.
Sister Nicola, good morning. Miss Nicola Schultz.
Myself from backbench to head of class. And we are the champion, and we are the
And of course, she's saying a blessed good morning to her daughter, Olivia,
hero.
and her granddaughter,
Remember,
granddaughters,
from zero. We
Jamina and Jasmine.
baton. Make them try to kick off out and buy them look for God.
And Brother Mahan is saying shout out to his wife, his better half, his best friend, his confidant,
Only when you're dead upon the field.
and his everything.
Cheer for you.
These greetings are coming from her never leaving,
Life your greatness.
ever loving
Find
husband,
I'm having
Brother Mahan. You got to teach me some of them words to bite. What?
like you. Whether you are also downtown or your playground, or you just win a medal in the biggest stadium, and we are the champion, and we are the
On behalf of Double 8.5 Rock FM, we want to encourage you.
and we are the hero.
Continue to adhere to all protocols as it relates to COVID-19.
Champion, we are the
Wash your hands thoroughly, especially if you're going to touch your eyes, your nose, and your mouth.
champion.
Ensure your hands are clean.
Just trust yourself, you can do it, youth. Me see.
If you have to cough or sneeze, please use your flex elbow. Wear your mask when you're coming out into the public. Walk with your hand sanitizer, just in case you can get to wash your hands. Keep your distance 1 to 2 meters apart. Avoid all crowded
No matter how
places.
the road might rock you, but we plan feet. And we are the champion, and we are the rank man. Every hustle on the road, put up your hand and say, and we are the hero. Them can't defeat you. Remember, you take yourself from zero. We are the champion. We have the one.
Protect yourself, protect your friends, your family, and your loved ones.
We are the
As this thing is serious, all right?
champion.
Very serious.
1, 2, 3. We are the champion. And only you can stop us.
So until
Only you can chop us.
Monday, please do enjoy the rest of your blessed and fantastic weekend. Your celebration weekend, your free up weekend.
Only you, only you. Just perfect your craft, remember.
Productive and progressive weekend.
I got hear about the
To all of my progressive people,
one day when you did that stuff. Them all gonna be the
blessed weekend to you. Remember, you can join me on the tour, you know. Send me a message.
live life.
We got a proper package for those
Get your muscle
our people,
off
soul food folks.
class.
Join me.
Champion,
Did we do this?
man. Every hustle
671-8707.
hero. Them can't defeat you. Remember, you take yourself from zero. We are the champion.
Rosal Town Police Outpost just locked in again.
Somebody them look for God. We are
Mr. Clements, good morning, sir. How you doing?
the champion.
Oh, Up next, we got JD and Selector Jenna J with the Morning Spice. You need to stay tuned for that. My brothers and sisters, until Monday, where I'm going to come to you again with the soul food in the morning. I'm out, all right? This is your boy Andy Henry, a.k.a. Andy Eastwise. Peace. Again. Bye-bye.
One, two, three. Only you can stop yourself. Only you can trap yourself. Hampton Music. Only you can stop yourself. Only you. Only you. Just perfect your craft. Remember them used to laugh. Them really not gonna care about the bridge you cross. The ones we never did it when you did that stuff. Them all gonna be the ones to talk about your show off. Get a youth life for the hardest. Just live life regardless. For reach it all gonna be a task. Hustle and get your muscle brand. Never soft from backbench to head of class. And we are the champion. And we are the rank man. If you hustle on the road, put up your hand. And see and we are the hero. Them can't defeat you. Remember you take yourself from zero. We are the champion. We have the baton. Make them try to kick off out and buy them look what God. We are the champion. The champion. The champion. You might feel only when you're dead upon the field. Have a few a cheer for you, just appreciate it, it's real. And the hardest part of your life, your greatness reveal. Just ride out the storm, yeah, we know how you feel. Sometimes we know you feel like you can't deal. Sometimes we know you feel like you want heal. Whether you hustle downtown or your playground, or you just win a medal in the biggest stadium. And we are the champion, and we are the rank man. If you hustle on the road, put up your hand and see and we are the hero. Them can't defeat you. 1, 2, 3 coulda never be zero. We are the champion. We have the baton. Make them try to kick off out and buy them look what God. We are the champion. The champion. The champion. Just trust yourself. You can do it, youth. Me see you see. All when you're down and you take the leap, youth. Go for the trophy. Who will take the lead? Alien take the lead. Every hustle and every athlete. Never sleep on your dream, it no matter how it seems. The road might rocky, but we're planning feet. And we are the champion, and we are the rank man. Every hustle on the road, put up your hand and see and we are the hero. Them can't defeat you. Remember, you take yourself from zero. We are the champion, we have the baton. Make them try to kick off out and buy them look what God. We are the champion, the champion, the champion. Champion. We are the champion. We are the champion. Say we are the champion. We are the champion. We are the champion.
You're rocking with the best in the business. 88.5 Rock FM.
Rock sweet. The heart of New Amsterdam beats with pride.
Little rock sweet.
Every modern convenience, exquisite style. Come,
let's enjoy.